What's up, guys? It's your boy WF, and I'm coming to you live from my lunch break. As you can see, I'm in the United States Army. As you can tell by the uniform, your boy is holding down for the big US. Bring this video to you guys during my lunch break because I just saw on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, my boy Relly, aka Madden Universe. He put out a tweet, pretty much explaining what his review of the beta, the Madden 25 beta, what his list is, and so I just want to discuss it because really he is one of the few people that I genuinely care what they think about the game. This dude has been putting in work for like the last 10-15 years. He's amazing on defense, so anything he has to say defensively, I always take it with he knows what he's talking about. So let's get into his list. I'm gonna have it posted up on the screen so you guys can see and we can follow along as well. Again, I have not touched the beta. I have not. I didn't get a code, and I'm not gonna, beg for a code. I just play the game when it comes out. But let's get into it. His first thing that he has on here: Playbook still not good. Adding a bunch of auto motion, which with tells does not help. We all have had issues with the playbooks for like the better part of a decade now. And I genuinely don't understand what's so hard about fixing the playbooks. It can go a long way if you just fix really two positions. There's a whole lot of things you can do to make the playbooks better, but if you add these things to two positions, you will cover about 80% of it. Your slot wide receiver and your tight end have to be able to do these things. They need a post route in your formation, they need a corner route in your formation, and they also need a crosser in your formation, deep crosser. If both those positions have that ability, then you have solved 80% of what these playbooks are lacking, because if you put those things in your formation, you can touch areas of the field that you couldn't before, and you fix so many issues with these playbooks. The issues is you can't attack areas of the field with so many of these formations. Add those things in will fix so much of it. There's a few other things you can do which will completely solve it, but playbooks have been an issue for the longest time. Hopefully these new hot routes will help things. But based off of what Relly is saying, it hasn't helped too much. But again, I need to touch the game to actually really see, but hopefully the new hot routes do a lot of good for it. He says, how do you make bunch better? Another thing, if you give those extra hot routes to the other formations, the idea in my mind is you buff the other formations. The issue is bunch is so much better than all the other formations because you can touch every area on the field and you have some damn good protection. 90% of the other formations in the game cannot do both. They can't touch the areas of the field that bunch can, and they also don't give you protection. Hopefully the hot routes have helped the other formations in the game. If it hasn't, then it's gonna be another bunch year, guys. It's gonna be another bunch year and another trips tight end year, which I hate to say it will be boring as hell. He says they brought back 4-2-5 under with none of the plays that made it good. The new 3-3-5 formation isn't good either. Another thing that should be very simple. Every formation should have every coverage. We've said this for years now. Every formation on defense should have every coverage. Find a way to make it happen, guys. I don't care if it's realistic or not. Figure it out. Figure it out, Playbook man. Figure it out. Give me blitzes give me options to blitz from my outside linebackers, the inside, my safeties, my nickelbacks. It should be simple. Figure it out. I don't care if it's realistic. I don't care if it's on some back of napkin, draw it up type stuff. Figure it out, guys. It's not hard. Get creative. The game is missing creativity, and it starts with Playbook man. I think it's still Anthony White. If it's not, that's why I'm calling Playbook man, whoever it still is. Figure it out. Show Blitz does nothing. This is next point. I haven't touched the game. I don't know. Back in the day, back in the olden days when Show Blitz was first introduced, it would literally give you a single high look and bring people down to the box. I would like it if Show Blitz did that now. The last couple of years, it kind of just brought your everyone just down closer to the line of scrimmage. I don't. If he says Show Blitz doesn't do anything, that's kind of disheartening. Hopefully, Show Blitz plus these other disguise features that they have in the game, you're able to combine them and you're able to get something good out of that. But who knows, man? I haven't touched the game. Pursuit is still bad. Again, like, bro, you can't just. What he's telling me right now for all of these points is that defense is gonna be ass. Pursuit, you have to get pursuit right. You have to get pursuit right. I don't care about the ratings of these guys that's on the field. I don't care if they're a 65. Pursuit, I don't care if pursuit's a fake rating. I need pursuit to be right. If pursuit's not right, then any fast player will literally just dog walk the defense. Get a fast person on offense, give them the ball, and they will dog walk the defense. Because only your user-controlled defender will be able to play well. If you have bad pursuit, you have bad defense. Off rip. It says, coverage shells all have tells that any half-decent player will recognize cannot audible after changing a shell to counter the tell? Because that also has tells? If that's the case, then this entire disguise feature means nothing. If that's the case, hopefully they fix it. Because there's no point in disguising. Might as well just press the entire game. Play press coverage, and then back off, and then hit play over the top coverage. Press, play over the top. That's all I leave with you on that, guys, man. Because if that's the biggest feature on the defense I was hyped about. If you cannot disguise and you took away dang, I forgot what the feature is. You took that away, then what's the point? It's not man aligned. But whatever. There's no point, man. Input delay is ridiculous. Hopefully the input delay is just a beta thing. I'm not too worried about that. If the input delay is bad once the real game comes out, another hit to the defense. All these things are killing the defense, by the way. Again, and like, I respect Riley as a defensive player 100%. And so like, all of these things, they just hurt defense. Run fits are awful. Run fits have been bad since Madden 12. Since Madden 11, to be honest. Madden 11 was the last great run fit defense. They've been bad ever since. Some years a little bit better than others. But what's new? Run fits have been bad. I put a tweet about that a couple days ago. Doesn't surprise me. Zone is still busted with match. Zone's always going to be busted with match. Hopefully they fix it for the real actual game. But that's why match is only good early on in the year if you play against people that don't know how to beat match. Just the regular like schemes to beat match. And if you're telling me that match is busted, that means I can break your match easier early on in the year, then stay away from it until you figure out, until they actually fix it. And so it actually relies on legitimate match busting plays, or they fix it, or it gets to the point where you understand what all of the glitches are, and you can kind of set your defense up to beat them. So that's telling me do not run match early on in the year. It says O-line and HB's easy to dumb out and pass pro. Barely have to try. Listen, all the hits of the defense that this entire list has stated, we might need to keep that so the defense got a chance, if you feel what I'm saying. Again, it's not a good thing, but it makes the game a little balanced, if you hear what I'm saying. Because right now, if you're going on offense with all these issues that he has listed on defense, this is you should be able to drop 35 a game. There should be no issue with you dropping a touchdown a quarter. Easy. But it's, again, like, you revamped pass protection, and if you revamp pass protection, it's still easy to manipulate the O-line and D-line no matter the O-line and running back, no matter what the protection schemes you put in, that's a bad look, EA. But overall, like, this list is kind of like a little disheartening. And he also says that the list is much longer, which is crazy to me. But yeah, man, I just hope the product is good at the end. And yeah, that's all I can say, man. But really, he is a mind that I 100% trust with his Madden opinion. And if this is what he says the game is out the box for the beta, then you gotta take this seriously, with a little grain of salt of saying it is a beta, but like the beta is like really like 85 to 90% of what the actual game ends up being for the most part anyway. It really ends up being what the game actually is until like the first legit patch for the most part. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this list, and follow my boy Relly, Madden Universe, on Twitter or X, and yeah, I'm out, guys.